What is going on, traders? We guys crushed it today. So, whether you are an options trader, a share trader, a futures trader, a swing trader, a scalper, day trader, whatever it is, you need to be able to identify trends. What I'm going to be showing you in this video is going to make you feel really stupid if you haven't been doing this. Because in the last few weeks, SPY has had a trend and it's been working pretty much every single day with that second half of the day. And I'm going to show you guys. Remember, history repeats itself. SPY repeats itself. When in doubt, zoom out. Just because we are trading at all-time highs, there's still trades to be taken, right? Just because there's no levels, there's still history, right? And the history I'm about to show you right now, some of you, the smart people, have noticed this, right? Look at every single day towards, regardless of what happens, right? Regardless of what happens in the day in the morning after a nasty sell-off. Look what happens at the second half of the day, right? Look at how, this is SPY, by the way. Look at the second half of the day, up, right? Look at the second half of the day, up. Look at the full day, okay? Now, let's look at deep sell-offs. Look at the second half of the day, right back up, right? Look, after a big sell-off, look at the second half of the day. If you look back at SPY's history, after disgusting sell-offs, SPY ends up, may not retrace the whole thing, but calls print the second half of the day. Almost every single freaking day that we've seen, right? A big drop, we rip. Oh, big sell-off, nope, psych out, right? Now let's look at here. I don't even know what day we're on, right? We're on November 21st. Look at the second half of the day. Look at the deep sell-off, second half of the day, bullish. Look at the deep sell-offs, right? Look what SPY is doing. Sometimes you need to zoom out and look at the history. When in doubt, zoom out and look left, right? Even on disgusting days, look at the second half of the day, right? You need to understand this. SPY is bullish. Now let's go to the 30-minute time frame right now, okay? Let's take these key levels off. I want you guys to be looking at this, right? Why? Look, are you guys seeing the same chart that I'm looking at right now? You guys witness this chart? What tells you to swing puts in this chart? Where has said to swing puts with higher highs and higher lows every single freaking day? And if it's not a higher high, higher low, it's an inside candle. Look at the 30-minute time frame. And now, let's go back to the bearish side, okay? Yes, I get it. Yes, SPY is extremely overbought. It doesn't matter. SPY can continuously and still be overbought. This can go to 700 and still be overbought. This is why we have key levels, right? This is why we only trade with confirmation with big key levels, right? Look how many levels we have to come down to. We have yesterday's gap. SPY's previous closing price of yesterday at 603.90. It hasn't been filled yet. It doesn't have to fill right away. But now we have some levels, great levels, when SPY starts breaking down and we go to the 30-minute time frame, that we're on, and wait for a bearish confirmation. Look at the bearish 30-minute candle here. Look at the next candle, made a new low, okay? Let's look at from after a big rip, okay? Big rip, 30-minute bearish confirmation, we end up going lower, right? It almost always happens. It doesn't happen all the time. You gotta have risk in play. Usually if I'm trading the 30-minute time frame, what I personally do, if it is a bearish confirmation, I'm in puts, right? Or bullish confirmation, I'm in calls, right? So the bearish side, if the next 30-minute candle ends up going above the bearish candle, breaks the height of it, I'm automatically out, right? And look at here, I would have saved a lot of money, right? Same with right here. We had a deep sell-off, 30-minute bullish confirmation, you go long and you print. People are sleeping on the 30-minute time frame. This is how I'm able to hit most of my trades from following the 30-minute time frame. It is extremely difficult. Small accounts, cash accounts, futures traders, I get it. Very extremely difficult to be trading on these levels. I've even had some struggles with trading at these, right? And I don't have a crystal ball, right? I trade what I see, okay? And what has been happening is extreme bullish. And today I ended up getting into calls a little bit too early, got stopped out, but look how the end of the day went. Okay, so I have the right direction. We're making higher highs, higher lows to bring us a higher high every single day. Look at this, higher low. Look at this, higher low, right? Look at every single day, higher low. You need to be looking. And I'm not going to be here forever. I don't want to especially entertain hundreds of people morning live streaming for the rest of my life. I want people to take advantage of the knowledge that I'm giving out. Okay? You don't do exactly what I say, but you're supposed to take golden nuggets from me. You're supposed to take the good, not the bad. My bad is I overtrade, right? I own a Discord. I have hundreds of people to impress at all times. So some people can't trade in the mornings, they have to trade in the afternoon. So I'm forced to overtrade, but every trade that I'm hitting, there's a reason why I'm hitting it, and you need to understand why I'm hitting these trades. Another thing, downtrend and uptrend lines, macro, micro. If you trade the 1 minute, start nice uptrend lines, nice downtrend lines, right? Watch sloping support, sloping resistance. Then put it on the 30-minute time frame. Sloping support, you'll see how many days it goes, or sloping resistance, you see how many days it goes. Then you can go to the 4-hour time frame in the daily and put your uptrend lines, downtrend lines, so you know structure is bullish or bearish. You need to be looking at all time frames, right? Recently, we just been at all-time high, so I'm just trading price action. I'm still green, but it does suck. I don't like these levels, and I'm not just buying calls saying the market's bullish, I'm just going to buy calls and hold. Like, that's not my trading strategy, right? I buy at support, and I sell at resistance at all times, and I short at resistance, and yeah. So that's what I've been doing. I'm seeing a lot of people struggling, and it's hard, guys. It's difficult. Trading is very difficult. Everywhere you see online, I said this in the masterclass on Sunday with the Sniper University, that when you're do any research about day trading, all you're getting is how to change your life, how to make so much money, how the person's course you're buying is extremely rich, how are you able to make millions of dollars. What people don't tell you is that you could lose everything you have options trading, right? And I want to scare you because I've lost everything I've had twice, and it's the worst feeling in the world. But from my losses and my mistakes, I'm able to be a successful day trader up to this day. So keep that in mind. This is a ruthless industry. The market makers are meant to steal your money. It's human psychology is how they win 3/4 of the time, right? If there's a nice M-shaped pattern or head and shoulders, they're not going to let it play out because they know all retail's getting in. If a big sloping support breaks, all retail starts shorting, they're going to rip it back up. That's why you need to have proper risk management at all times. I want you guys to have firm stop losses. If you're trading options, give yourself a 20-cent maximum drawdown. That's it. 20 cents. If you buy at $1, your stop loss should be 80 cents. Keep it simple, right? And if you get stopped out and the trade ends up working, sit on your hands because you either had a shitty entry or there's just pure effery going around in the stock market. You need to learn to take L's. I'm seeing way too many people just getting green, continuously over trading and not selling, and they just keep adding, and they go ridiculously red. I specialize in trading options first thing in the morning, right? And the Discord knows I'm gone after I'm done live stream. I'm gone. I don't care. Sometimes I'll update like, oh, this looks like a good setup, this and that, but I'm here to make money. Being a day trader is I'm able to buy time, right? So just because I'm a day trader, I'm not working a 9 to 5 on a freaking computer. I'm making my money. I'm going to the gym, trying to get healthy and working on other businesses like everyone else should be doing. Being a day trader buys you time. Just because you're a day trader, A, doesn't mean you have to trade every single day, and B, doesn't mean you have to be sitting on the computer all day. If you hit 20 contracts for 20 cents right off the bat, that's 400 USD. See ya. That's a lot of money. That's good money, right? And if you start 25 contracts for 50 cents, 500. Once you're able to start scaling, right? Like I do, we hit the 50, 100 contracts. That's when you're making $500,000 in seconds. That's what you want to work up to, but this does not happen overnight. right? There's a long process to day trading, and you will most likely lose all your freaking money unless you invest in proper education like we're trying to do at the Sniper University. You need to invest in yourself. So many people are just putting a few grand in. Oh, let me see what I can do. 0 days, try to make most money, because everyone online are rich day traders. They're not rich day traders, okay? There is a dark side to trading. The dark side is you will lose your money, you'll lose your friends' money, your family's money. It's going to happen to you if you don't invest in proper education. It's very easy, especially with the crypto guys. I got XRP 79 cents Canadian, just sold for 371 yesterday. That's a good gain. That was also an 11th month hold, okay? And you're going to see a lot of people that are making a lot of money in crypto. They're going to start bringing it to the stock market, and they're going to get clapped immediately. Because you don't know what you're doing. It's very easy. If you position yourself to make a lot of money, there's a way you could get lucky, right? That's happened to me. It's happened to a lot of people I know, like AMC, GME, all those crypto stocks, right? Or crypto coins. When you put a little in, you make massive gains, okay? So once you get your nest egg, how are you going to control and deal with your nest egg? How are you going to protect it? Because whatever you have, say you made 20 grand, right? Or you saved up 20 grand. In the stock market, you need 40K just to protect your 20K. If you have $20,000 in an account, you need another 40K just to protect this, because you always need capital to bail yourself out. You never want to strictly rely on paying yourself from trading, because from my experience when I was a new trader and I was trying to pay my bills trading, I would take a loss immediately, right? And then take another loss, and then I have bills to pay. So I keep doing more riskier stuff and end up losing what the bills were worth, okay? So you need a nest egg. If you want to take options seriously, you need to have money to protect your trading account at all times. You never want to be trading with your life. When you're trading with everything you have to your name, because there comes a lot of stress. And if you get on tilt one day and you make a shitty trade, which is going to happen, and you try to get that back, I've seen people, it's happened to myself, lose 10, 20K accounts in one day. Gone. Just from being on edge and being on tilt. You need to protect it. Okay? This is a serious industry. And I'm trying to scare you because I'm telling you what it is. Once you're able to get to the 1%, that's when it becomes a cheat code. I can make $500, $1,000 a day USD, the cheat code for the rest of my life. I'm confident in my ability, and I want people to get there. But for me to get there took a lot of pain. Like, I lost a house. Like, a house worth, okay? Like, a massive house I've lost before and had to go up from ground zero. I don't want anyone to make the mistakes that I've made. It's a very scary. You need to protect every dollar you have. You need to be looking for the best broker if you want to be a day trader, right? You don't want to be on Robinhood. They're going to rob you. You need to invest. You need to know how much money you're paying for commissions. There's so much stuff to do to be a day trader. You can't just put money in and listen to a live stream, okay? Because I don't want anyone here to lose money. I really want you guys to lose money, to make money, because I'm so confident in my ability of this Discord to actually help people. And it's not an overnight thing. It's a process, right? Because I can teach you everything I know, and then you're fighting versus yourself. You're fighting versus your own psychology. Okay? It's very hard to take a loss. So what I tell everyone, this is the only industry in the world that you need to learn how to be a loser. And everything else in life, you don't want to be a loser. You want to be a winner, right? In this industry, if you teach yourself how to be a loser, how to take losses, you're going to make a lot more money. Because as long as you make more than you lose, you're profitable. That's all it comes down to. So enough of the TED Talk. Where are we right now? So obviously SPY's at all-time highs. I don't give two shits about this chart. If we end up gapping up tomorrow, I'm not trading. You guys need to know not to trade. If the levels aren't there, don't hit them. I know a lot of people that swung trade puts that are starting to get positions. I'm not interested in that right now because I'm not buying. Want me to show you? I'll show you right now. Imagine this daily time frame right now, right? Imagine this time frame. And this is what I teach people, right? Let's get it right here. Imagine this is the 1 minute time frame right now, right? Are you going to buy puts here? Fuck no. So that's why I'm not swing trading. Could it work out? Is SPY very extended? Could you make a lot of money on puts? Potentially, right? But that's just speculation. If you look at this chart, does this not look like a breakout? If this is the 5-minute chart, you think I'm going to do puts right here? Hell no. Invest in proper education. Learn what you're doing before putting any money in the stock market, whether you have to paper trade, whether you have to buy one contract, sell one contract, do what you got to do. Invest in the right education. That's it. I'm telling you. And if you don't want to invest money into proper education, it's going to take you 10,000 hours on YouTube watching multiple videos. I did it. I never paid for education. I did everything self-made, self-taught. It took me 10 years. If I would have invested in proper education, I probably would never have lost a house, okay? When I mean by a house, I mean a big trading account. So keep that in mind, guys. Best levels to be looking at. So I want the gap to fill for SPY. We currently have a gap right now at 603.90, yesterday's previous closing price. This is what I want. This is going to be a good level for calls because it's the previous resistance for 2 days in a row. And we never retested it. So SPY is going to drop back down to 604. Is it going to happen tomorrow? It could. But like I said, it's speculative because everything is bullish. So I work way too hard for my money. I'm not trading recklessly and gambling. I like confirmation, especially when it's an overnight trade and you are not in control of it and you can only sell at market open. Not for me, especially at these levels, guys. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, day trading, it can be the best thing that's ever happened to you. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me, but it could be the worst enemy, and you could lose everything. So don't lose everything. Have risk management in play no matter what. Paper trade until you start to get the hang of it. Invest in proper education like Sniper University. Shameless plug there. And that's it, guys. I want everyone to win. It's possible. Like I said, you guys know my story. I'm a construction worker from Toronto, guys. I used to wear steel toe boots. My toenails are still fucked up to this day from wearing those things and freezing my butt off. If I could do it, you could do it. Thank you guys so much for being here. And I'll see everyone tomorrow. Take care, everyone.